Hey everyone, it's the Monkey here, and I'm back to talk about some more Super 7. So, continuing off the last video, I mentioned that I'd probably make a part 2 eventually, and here it is. This video is going to be probably short and to the point. So, we just had Toy Fair last weekend at the time you're seeing this video, and we got the final looks to Wave 2, or better looks, I should say. We also got really close to the final products of Wave 3. Also, early production runs of Wave 4. Now, we got a lot to talk about here. As you can tell from the paint apps from Wave 2, it's been massively stepped up from Wave 1. The matte finish, just everything is just a lot better. The mouth is clean, everything is painted well in the mouth, eyes are well, like everything is just great about it, and it looks fantastic. Same thing with Mechagodzilla looks fantastic. Yeah, you could point out the slight proportional inaccuracies with everything, and that's Super 7 was never for accuracy anyways. Like I said, options are a thing. Right now, Wave 2 is looking fantastic, and I'll also bring up Mechagodzilla later when we get the Destroyer, which we're going to move on to the 1200 degree Celsius burning Godzilla, or just the meltdown Godzilla. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Like, if you don't pick up any of the Super 7 Ultimates that are coming out, this is definitely the one pick up. It's first time ever we're getting something like this. Very cool idea, and it came out fantastic. And there still are some minor paint things to be improved upon, because if you guys don't know, and I think I mentioned in the last video, Kyle, who is the head of a couple divisions in Super 7, or a couple ultimate lines in Super 7, he leads the Godzilla part of Super 7. He hangs around on the Steven's Toy Reviews Discord, and he also is on Twitter and pretty much has social accounts anywhere. He does listen to feedback and all, so if you guys really want to like reach out to him and like express your concerns with the line, definitely like hit him up on Discord or something, because it's definitely for the better, and them changes are definitely showing now. And I'm just blown away by the massive improvement that these figures had. It's a shame because that launch people were already iffy about them, but that launch kind of just took everyone's breath away. I mean, not in the sense like, oh my god, it's fantastic, but oh my god, these are horrible. And there's people that had faith like me and all. I think these look fantastic, especially the 1200 degree meltdown. We'll just call it meltdown Godzilla. Looks fantastic, translucent plastic, and I mean, they could have did it for burning Godzilla, but I'm not really that mad about it. They had to get their money's worth back, and I guess it was easy repaint, I guess. So, hey, there you go. And with Destroy It, also looks fantastic. I'm like blown away by this thing. The original paint masters at last year's New York Comic-Con, I believe that's what it was. The paint masters looked horrible, and people realized that, and people from Super 7 saw that. And again, paint masters, prototypes of paint, but it looks just phenomenal. There are, again, proportionate things that are inaccurate some folks might not like. I know that's very prominent on a certain Discord server, but it looks fantastic paint, and there's really nothing to say about this, and I really can't say the paint is bad unless there's something QC wise that happens when we get these in hand. because it just looks fantastic. I think the problems, though, people are going to complain about with these things is just articulation. And I mean, I don't really have much to say on Destroyer. If you do, this also transitions into my next point here, but on Discord, a lot of questions were starting to get answered in terms of painting apps. I remember in the last video I showed off Kyle saying the improvements of Wave 2 that were happening. Then shortly after that video was published, we got first-hand pictures of Wave 2. You could already tell the differences. Then Toy Fair happened. Definitely saw the differences. And then over that past week since then, more questions have been answered. During a conversation I was having on a certain Discord server, it led me to ask Kyle, looking at Destroyer, it looks like his torso is kind of shifted, you know, if you kind of look at it. And that led me to ask him, do some new Ultimates have ball jointed torsos? And it leads to this comment I'm putting on the screen now. It seems like all the kaiju that we're going to get are going to have ball jointed torsos moving forward, except for the really like the Godzilla-like kaijus, or at least the Heisei Godzilla-like kaijus, because he said there is still a slight chance Space Godzilla may have it, but due to production cost and possibly the factory, it may not have it, which I'm fine with, not necessary. But it is fantastic that we're not only getting paint improvements, but we're also starting to see articulation improvements. And while very minor, I know a lot of people really care about the ad crunch for some reason, some more than tail. Yeah, I don't know. This is fantastic, especially all these figures moving forward. And even Mogura is going to have one too. I know a lot of people were saying from Toy Fair, Destroyer kind of looks more slimmer, and I think that's just due to the way they posed them. I think this thing's going to have a lot of surprising articulation for SUPER7 Ultimate, because like the shoulders look to have some articulation, just a very different figure. Legs seem to be really articulated as they're like splayed out on the display there. Torso is going to have that ball joint. Yeah, these just look fantastic. I just wanted to make this little video because it's a shame, because Wave 1 really established like who they were, and people every time they see SUPER7 are just like, no for me, and it kind of made everyone overlook them now, and they really are listening to feedback, and it's a shame, but at the end of the day, they are getting better, and I think it's just a matter of people changing their opinions. Again, we still even haven't gotten Wave 2 yet, and look at all this news we're getting on these Ultimates. This is just a little tiny video here, and that's gonna be it. Yeah, I'm the Monkeneer. Like, subscribe, comment if you want, and I'll see you in the next one.